Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight. This is the Angie Strader Show, and I am your host, Angie Strader. Thank you so much for joining us, and I've got to tell you, I hope you are buckled up, because I have a feeling this is going to be quite a show tonight, because we have two amazing, powerful women who have kind of overcome some major, and I don't say kind of, I'm just going to say it right out front. They have overcome major obstacles, and they are such an inspiration because they learned from it, and now they are giving back. And so we are going to get started with our first guest here in just a second, Dee Dee Moffett Mercer. I said I was going to get that right. So Dee Dee's going to join us in a minute, and then Skyping in a little bit, we have Patricia Benelli. So hold on and get ready to go. Now remember, this is a live show, and one of the benefits of being a live show is that you get to chat. Dee Dee, welcome.
Hey Angie, thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. I wanted to play a little bit of your song here for a second. Let's get that going here, and because I would think everybody should hear it. So Dee Dee is a recording artist, and you are the founder and, would you say CEO of Snap Out of It?
Yeah, I'd say my husband's the head honcho, but I'll take that title. Snap Out of It, founder and CEO, yeah. Snap Out of It and Snap Out of It women.
All right, here we go. Let's listen for just a moment. And I don't have the CD with me. All right, here we go. So this is your CD. So beautiful.
Thank you.
We really enjoyed. We had the whole team together for a meeting, and we played your music.
Oh, you did?
That is so pretty.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, I had to showcase it. So I'm just going to set it there for just a second. And you know what is even better? Is that you look like your CD cover. I mean, how often do you get something, especially when you see something, you look at their artwork, you CD cover, or a magazine article, and you go, yeah, nothing like
so
that.
I can wait to have that little mini facelift a little bit longer?
Oh, yeah, you know, you just wear high collars. Turtlenecks are in for summer.
I have to say, though, that
And you are a local Dallas girl. You're from Oklahoma originally, right?
Edmond, Oklahoma.
Well, tell us a little bit about your story, and then I'm going to dig in a little bit.
Okay, well, let's see. I started Snap Out of It, my show. I have a radio show. It's called Snap Out of It. I started that back in, I think, 2008, maybe, 2008. I started a women's group prior to that called Snap Out of It, too. And all of that came about because I was addicted to alcohol for 24 years. And when I decided to shift my life and let go of that, in 2007, actually 2 months before my husband and I got married, you know, my life began to change. And I came back to the teachings that I've always studied, all the metaphysical teachings. And you know, you can study those, Angie, you can have all of the book knowledge in the world, but until you really embody that and really begin to practice that on a daily basis, it's just another mantra.
Yeah.
So I began to put those things into practice, and I stayed in the corporate world for a while longer. But I began to move in this direction and go back to who I really am, and that is a singer and a speaker and a performer. I mean, that's really what my life is about. And it's just been amazing. I'm now out of the corporate world, and yay! I have to say that corporate,
celebrate together.
Yeah, and it was a great time. You know, it made a lot of money, and what it taught me was that I thought that my happiness was going to come outside of me. And we hear that so much, but we don't realize that's a fact until we actually get the thing. And then we say, wow, you know, I'm not really any happier than I was. Maybe for a very short time.
Right.
You know, because we did the house, the cars, the jewelry, the this, that, and it's like, okay, you know, but you're living in the ego, and you know what the ego is? It's never satisfied. There can never be enough.
There's always a need for more.
Right.
And more, like you said, once you get it, whether it's the watches, the cars, the boats, the doodads that we get and we accumulate, then it's just more for us to take care of on top of it.
Yeah.
And so you start thinking, you have all these things, the stress on time, the stress on everything to try and maintain it all. Oh, well, we've been there.
Yeah.
We've been there. In fact, we're in the process of downsizing right now, selling 2 properties and moving to a condo in the city and doing the urban living thing, and we couldn't be any more excited about that because we're just going to do it. You know, we get that opportunity to do that. But I have to ask you, what was that defining moment for you that, you know, if you were addicted to alcohol for 24 years, Did you just wake up one morning and say, that's it, I'm done, I'm not going to do this anymore?
I did wake up one morning after 13 glasses of wine at a business conference, and I get emotional about this every time, so I apologize, but I woke up and saw my husband's face. And
oh, see, I get emotional too, so we might need tissues on the set.
So it wasn't that, you know, it wasn't as if there weren't moments, a lot of moments in my life where situations came up that said you really need to stop drinking, stop drinking, stop drinking. But I think what happened was we were engaged, and I was very quickly beginning to spin out of control in a big way. And, you know, he had said on many occasions, quit drinking, quit drinking. And I can tell anybody that has somebody that's addicted, just get off their back, because they're going to go harder the other way. And the more that he wanted me to stop, the more that I drank. I mean, I can remember that night where I was just like, you know, just give me another glass, another glass, another glass. But what happened was that how much more powerful can it?
Yes, it's all within us, and that's true. I love it. It's just the snap things on there. All right, so we're bringing Patricia on. Now, Patricia, hello. We're bringing you onto the screen. Bear with us 1 second, Patricia. You're snapping. 2 snaps.
Snap with the
All right. Now, Patricia's joining us from the OC, right?
That's right, Laguna Beach, California.
And you are a California girl.
I am a California girl born and bred in San Francisco.
Well, you know, I'm a Northern California girl, too.
Yeah, I know that.
It's kind of like some little connection.
I lived in San Jose
Oh, you
for
were in
3
San
years,
Jose?
95 to 98.
See, and I'm from Chico,
Oh,
Northern. So we're all Northern girls at some point.
yeah.
Look at us brought
I
together.
love I have to say, I love your segue about the powerful woman being the person that becomes somebody that is known in their own right from where they came.
You kind of know that story, wouldn't you, Patricia?
Just a little.
Well, let me kind of introduce you just real quick. I'm going to talk about your book, and then I'm going to let you talk about your story a little bit, and to the level that you feel comfortable, because I have to tell you, everyone, this is Patricia's book, Where Do We Go From Here? A Story of Courage, Redemption, and Truth. And I have to tell you, just from the story, amazing courage, just to write it. And this is a great read. Even if you're just, I mean, you're not going to be able to put it down. And you can see I really loved it. And Patricia her story is about, when we say major obstacles and challenges in your life, you face them.
Yes.
And what I take a lot from your story, Patricia, but one of the things I take from there is that no matter how low you feel like you've gone or how bad it is, you've been able to come back, take lessons from it, and help inspire so many people to go move on with their lives. So would you share with us a little bit about your background?
Well, you know, Dee Dee shared a little bit about recovery, and I just really believe that we're all recovering from something. Life is, you know, a series of episodes. And from that, we can move beyond the episode into what you said, Angie, the lesson. The lesson does not need to define us by the circumstances alone, but yet it is in the lesson we actually arrive, we actually grow into our being. And if we look at that lesson, and I really don't get that I came from the bottom of the barrel, even though everybody that talks about my book says, oh my God, you went through so much. See, for me, I don't know anything different. So for me, and forgive me, I'm, you know, Italian and Greek, so I talk with my
We're all
hands.
hand talkers, I noticed that, so it's good.
But for me, quite honestly, I don't know anything different, and so that it was my reality. So for me, it wasn't bad. It was my life, and from my life, I got a certain resolve. I also later learned, I think both of you can appreciate this, the stronger the defense mechanism, the harder the fall's going to be.
Yes.
So throughout the course of my life, when I said, gee, why was that so hard? Here I am again. And you'll see, of course, in the book, there's a couple things that recreated in different events and places. And it's like, why does it take so much for me to get it?